So I think, which one were you more excited as a class, math or science? I mean, it depends on your teacher, but it's most likely going to be science, right? You know, they had the science teacher walk into the class, with experiments, with the fun, with the stuff, with the good things, with the exploring things, and then they got the boring math teacher, So now I want to take a look at the reasons why so many people hate this subject. Why is it the least favorite subject of every single person? Number one, it's way too logical. Why? People like emotional arguments. That's why a lot of people like to argue about politics, about this one, about that one. They don't want to argue about 1 plus 1. They don't want to argue about this. They don't want to argue about this. Number two, it's boring, okay? Speaking about, climate change, maybe that might be interesting for them. Speaking about psychology, that's interesting. But speaking about a math problem, even mathematicians don't enjoy it to that degree. Number three, bad environment. Why? Because a lot of people that were made into this math-hating individual were probably around an environment of teachers who made it very hateful for them. Here goes an example. Why, whenever the math class arrives, whenever the math class comes, you always want the class to end, you always looking at the clock, whenever the clock hits, and you're looking at it. When is it gonna end? When is it going to end? Where's the problem thing? Where's the boring stuff gonna end? I just want it to be lunch, I just want to go out with my friends. How often do you say that during PE class? How often do you say that during science class maybe? Maybe that's slightly interesting. But you say that during math 100 times. Bad environment. Number four, too straightforward. A lot of times people want to have debates and they want to have debates about this, that. Math isn't like this. Math is all about... Do you want to debate 1 plus 1 with anyone? Do you want to debate 8 times 9 with anyone? Would you want to debate these things? It's boring, right, isn't it? Maybe not. Number 5. It comes back to the educational system, and I'm going to make a video about this. I promise I'm going to make a video about this very soon, but the educational system is a mess, and it is making children hate this subject. And it's a very important subject. It's very sad for a few reasons. Here. So now we'll go to the final point, which is how to teach it better. How do you teach something that is so boring and so clamorously difficult to look at? How do you teach this thing better? Here, I have an example. 501, don't see this, 501 times 499, what do you think it is? It's really difficult, right? You have to do this with that, this with this, oh, it's so difficult. It's not, it's this. It's going to be 500 plus 1 times 500 minus 1. It's called problem solving. It needs to teach you this, problem solving. This helps you in life. This helps you in relationships. This helps you in, business, whatever. This helps you in everything, problem solving. It doesn't teach you problem solving. It teaches you formulas, A plus B times A minus B. And it tells you to memorize these things and then use it for the test. It doesn't teach you problem solving. But this is math. Math is problem solving. They don't teach you this. So look, I'm a big tennis guy. I'll give you an example. I'm a big tennis guy. And there's a move in tennis called serve, which you get your racket this and you serve the ball, and this is the first time the ball is in play during the game. And it took me, God forbid, it took me 2 years to actually even put this move on target. Never mind master it. Put it on target. It took me 2 years to learn how to do this. That's it. It took me 2 years. Why? Because I was scared. Every time, I remember my coach telling me every time I went to serve, I was like, scared. You need to stop being scared. For example, this integral. You're scared of it. You see this, you freak out. The neighbor's calling. Do you know what this is? It's this. It's the area between A and B. This. The integral of this function between these two areas is this. That's it. That's integral. That is integral, okay? All the things you were scared of is this. And number 3, I want to teach you, this is the very important one as well. Look, you need to teach the interesting parts, okay? The universe is all about calculations. Everything you see around you is math. Nothing can exist without numbers. And here's an interesting part. I had someone, I think a religious friend told me this, that math is the language of God. And there is so much truth in that sentence, and I want you to genuinely find it out for yourself. Math is the language of God, and it's the language of the universe. So why don't they teach the interesting parts? And the problem is, children are bored. And if I want to speak about this, I need to speak about it on another video because it would be a very long subject to discuss. But kids are bored, you know? They're at home, they're scrolling on their phones. Here, I don't have a phone next to me, but they're scrolling on their phones like this. And you know, this creates a terrible effect on the kids. They're bored, they're playing video games, they're scrolling, and going to math class and they're being taught this. They're being taught this. This is the problem. They're busy scrolling, and this is the problem. It's a very, very serious problem in the world, scrolling. And actually, because it's so important, I actually made a video about this. You can watch this, and if you're addicted yourself, you can find out how you can quit it. But I think it's very important that if we can solve scrolling, if we can solve this unlimited, ridiculous social media problem in the kids, teaching this can be a lot better. And it brings me to my last point, and I wanted to say is that, you know, it's a very long subject, and I want to speak about it for long. It would be a video that I can't even put on YouTube. You'd be bored. But I wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you got value out of this, please like, share, and subscribe. And please, if you enjoy these types of videos, they have less edits, but they're more in camera. Please let me know in the comments. Bye-bye, bye-bye.